I'm going to go through this question in two different ways. Right, first of all, we've got a tunnel, and here's a little sketch of the tunnel. Okay, so going in and coming out. And then the train is here. And it says it takes 1 minute for the train traveling at constant speed to pass completely through a tunnel that's 120 meters long. So this is 120. And the train that's what we want to find. I'm going to call that one L. Um, Now, it also says the same train traveling at the same constant speed takes 20 seconds from the instant its front end enters the tunnel to it being completely inside the tunnel. So that will mean it's moved a distance L, basically, because here's the front end, and when this end is inside, it's gonna move that amount. So the speed of the train is gonna equal L, which is the distance traveled to get from outside the tunnel to inside it, is going to be L over 20 because it takes 20 seconds. Also, it takes a minute for the train to go through the tunnel. So it's got to have basically it's got to move, it's got to get all the way outside. So the end point of the train has to be here. So it has to actually move 120 plus L. That's something to realize here. And that takes 60 seconds. And from that, we can create this equation. Maybe just write some things down for where these come from. I've tried to explain it verbally. I'm not doing a perfect solution here for an Olympiad question, but in terms of how much I write down, but it's all about, all about what I'm saying as well. Okay, so I've got this equation. I can actually times both sides by 10 and get rid of those zeros. And then I can times through by 2, cancel that out. So I'm left with 3 on the bottom. So that means 3L is going to be 120 plus L. 2L equals 120. So L is going to be 60 meters. Now that's a pretty solid approach. I'm going to now go through it in a much quicker way. So it takes 120, well, to go 120 plus L, it takes 60 seconds. To go just L, it takes 20 seconds. And therefore, to go 120 by itself, it must take 40 seconds. Um, and that means to go, for it to go 20 seconds, it must be 60. So because it goes 120 in 40 in 20, it must go 60. And therefore L must equal 60. So felt like you need to like it's a bit more explanation for that, to be fair, but it's logically makes sense, and that's a quick way doing the question. This way is how the answers do it, and I like this is actually how I did it. But this is a nice method too. Okay, well done.